Today we're going to take a look inside of a Ukrainian MiG-29 cockpit because why not? That's awesome. Now, the Ukrainian Air Force is incredibly busy, running missions every single day, intercepting Russian munitions and striking ground targets near the front. It's an aspect of this war that we haven't delved into too deep on this channel, so I was honored to be able to talk with today's guest, YellowTail 29. YellowTail is a MiG-29 pilot taking part in all of these daring operations day in and day out. He runs us through a quick tour of his aircraft and then talks about the process to become a pilot in the Ukrainian Air Force, how every single mission near the front they have to dodge Russian missiles, and the unique challenges of shooting down Shahed drones. Now, this interview is part of a fundraiser with Ukraine Aid Operations where we're picking up drones for the defense out east near Kramatorsk. The link to that fundraiser, as well as YellowTail's social media, will be linked in the description below. And with that, let's check out this aircraft. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
What's the significance of the dinosaur?
Because it's like a MiG-29, yeah? Dinosaurs is like a disappear, and one day the MiG-29 will disappear, yeah.
All right, I got it.
Yeah. Okay, I will show the airplane, our airplane. This is our cockpit.
Looks cozy.
We always stand on this chair, yeah? Catapult. And after that, I can bring this flex on these pedals. Yeah. We will start from the left to right, okay? This is our speed indicator, altitude. This is our undercarriage, flaps, slats, and etc. Attitude indicator. This is our navigation. This is different kind of speed, the Mach number and indicator speed. This is parameter of our engine, exhaust, RPM, and this is fuel, amount of fuel. For example, MiG-29 has 4,600 liters.
Jeez.
Yeah, but it's not and not enough, not much, because the Su-27 has more than 9,000
What?
kgs or 9,000. Yeah, the ejection handle. Yeah, and the biggest secret, this is not button from the arm. This is disengage of the autopilot. The main button for heel.
Trigger?
Yeah, trigger.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Okay.
This is gun trigger. This is for rocket trigger.
So the big red button does not, I feel like the big red button should do something like fire.
No, this is disengage the autopilot. Yeah.
Can you look forward and see so we can see what it looks like from your point of view looking at, wow, okay.
Okay, this one, and now I will show it from the outside. It's view from the, I will show yeah.
Will you be able to talk about the weapons there on the wing?
Yes.
Awesome.
It's like a common weapon. It's the big, long range, the medium and long range R-27 rocket, and it's controlled by the radio. Yeah, and this is R-73, for how to say to infrared
guided missile.
The guided missile. Thank you so much. Yeah, and how I will.
Those are both air-to-air munitions, correct?
Air, yeah.
Gotcha.
Air to air. And now we'll show this the nozzles of the airplane. This parachute is deployed with the one button in the cockpit after the landing.
So does that deploy every time, or is that just an emergency?
No, it's deployed every time. Every time, yeah.
Do you guys have any markings on your aircraft, kind of personalizing them?
No, just the national symbolic. Yes, and common numbers of the airplane. Yeah, the aviation technicals can graph some like cats or some but it's not common for us.
It's awesome. We need a dinosaur on the side right next to the cockpit is the thing, a T-Rex just like that. All right, YellowTail, thank you so much for taking the time, man. I know you guys are busy, and I'm sure the audience is going to be excited to hear your unique perspective of so many of these issues. I was hoping we could start out with just maybe the background of what drew you to want to become a pilot and a fighter pilot in the Ukrainian military.
Hello, Preston. Hello, audience. First of all, I would like to say a big thank you all American people, the government of United States, and all our friends around the world who stand with Ukraine in this difficult time. Your help, your faith, your solidarity, and your humanity are more than support for us. We will never forget this. Together we are stronger, together for victory and peace. Thank you, America. Thank you to everyone who stand with Ukraine. How I decided to become a pilot? I had the same story the most pilots. The desire comes in the childhood. All pilots are divided for me in the three groups. The first group who never ever contact with aviation. Second one whose parents work in the military air base and bring their child in the airfield. And speaking about me, I live in the suburb of the Kharkiv, near the civilian airport. And this glide slope with the Boeing Airbus crossed my house. And this airplane took my heart, took my mind. The main criteria for me was I don't want my parents paid for my education. I check how much cost the civilian university. I need more than 50K. And I searched the military air force university. And I called them and they said me it's totally free. I thought I took the jackpot, but I the every pilot in Ukraine risk my life. I have more than 250 combat mission. I destroyed the Shahids. I destroyed the ground objects. And for example, my teammate at this horrible night destroyed the 2 rockets and 3 Shahids on MiG-29. And we understand now we paid the highest price. But honestly, we took these duties with honor. We protect our country, we protect all civilians, we protect all peaceful world.
So I understand there's probably a different process during the war to become a pilot than there was before the war, or maybe it's similar. Can you talk through what it looks like today for somebody that wants to become a fighter pilot?
Okay. The first step, like a study, is the same. You study 1, 2 years for general knowledge, like a math and etc. After that, now it's like a more model because you start for the light airplanes and the partners like European, America help our cadets. They flew from the piston aircraft two Albatros 39. After that, they cover a lot of time of English knowledge and to start to the more modern aircraft like F-16, Mirage 2000. Now the younger pilots didn't doesn't I'm sorry doesn't flew in MiG-29 because all younger pilot go to the modern aircraft like F-16 or Mirage 2000. It's more rational to take the younger pilot because, for example, if we took the 30 years old and 40 years old pilot, he has the less flying years in his back. No, to continue the flight. Yeah.
So I know that that's a big topic right now is the Mirage F-16s. It sounds like maybe some Gripen fighters are going to be coming to Ukraine in the future. What are you going to do? Are you thinking about learning those other platforms, or are you gonna stick with MiG-29?
If I have a chance to become the Gripen pilot, just 39, I will take this chance with pleasure. But now in MiG-29 and Su-27 and Su-24 Fencer, we have the difficult tasks, and before we continue to do this job, yeah, we wait until the younger pilot to learning because someone need to learn, someone need to work, and we like a little bit elder men's, yeah, how to say it, pilots took these duties, yeah.
That makes sense. I have some questions about how are MiG-29s being used right now in the war? What is the primary mission set?
It's multitask question because because the MiG-29 divided to the air-air attack and air-ground attack. For example, MiG-29 at this night shot down, no, my teammate shot down 3 missiles, for example, yeah, in the south of Ukraine, and also 2 or 3 Shahids, and another teammate, yeah. With modernized with Americans, with European partners, the modernized MiG-29 to have the task to air-ground attack with glide bombs, with GBU 62, with GBU 39 is very precise. Yeah, it's the most difficult and most dangerous part of this job. I will send you the video. You can edit on this video. We will show you. Yeah, because we should come to the at lower altitude, climb like at 2,000 meter, 3,000 meter, 4,000 meter near the front line, deploy this bomb and rapidly go down extremely with high velocity. Of course, it's not only my story. It's like every pilot has like more than 2 or 10 enemy rocket to when it hit on the upper point in this maneuver. Russian enemy shoot from the more modern aircraft like a Su-35, like air ground, like S-400. They launch the rockets, and every time you after the flight, you think was very hard day. But thank God it's like all okay, but not every day.
Do I understand correctly that you were saying on a lot of the missions near the front, there is Russian fire from S-400s or others that you get?
It's every time rockets from the enemy sides every flight. It's exception. It's like a smooth flight. You can come like a calm, shoot the bomb, launch the bomb and come back. Every time, or S-400 or Buk M1, M2, M3 have the launch one rocket for your side on you, or it like shoot down just the bombs.
But that's every time.
It's
Every
every
time.
time, yeah.
Wow.
It's every time, yeah.
That is clearly a challenge. We're hearing more and more about the use of fighter jets to intercept drones and missiles, like you mentioned your teammates just assisted with. Can you talk to the challenges of that? What makes that mission difficult?
For MiG-29, it's a big challenge to shut down the Shaheeds because you saw the natural shape of Shaheeds. It's huge. But for airplane who flew 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers, it's like a little point. That's why for our MiG-29 not upgraded sign, it's like a difficult task. For example, we can easily shut down the rocket who flew more than 800 kilometers, and the exhaust from their engine is bigger. For Shaheeds, it's less. At the beginning, the enemy launched the Shaheeds at the same level, but now they launch over 200 meters, 1,000 meters, 3,000 meters, yeah, and the mix with the fake Shaheeds, like its name's Gerbera, yeah. But the main challenges it's the less hits of Shaheeds, the difference of weather conditions because the moisture, water, and any kind of precipitation, it's to give us the more challenges and more harder target. For example, you saw this little rocket. I will show you. Okay, its name R-73. How it's work? It has infrared head. It react with the heat, but Shahid now has the less heat and less heat exhaustion. The rocket has more than. It's like a general knowledge. Talk about the F-16, the Shaheeds or rockets or Mirage 2000, it's easier task for them. But Google or check the cost of rocket, for example, AIM-9 or Mirage, which rocket it has, I don't know. Actually, I know, I will not tell. And the cost of Shaheeds. Shaheeds cost not more than for one general like 20K, 50K, and rocket cost like more than 100K, 200K. Enemies created more than 1,000 Shaheeds per month, but how much we created the rockets on months?
It's like it would be dangerous to fly those missions at all. We're seeing some of the maps come out showing the paths of the drones and missiles for an attack like we've seen in recent nights, and the entire country has lines over it. It seems like being up in the air in a MiG-29 or anything, you would be at risk of one of those drones crashing into you. Is that
Yes.
okay?
Yes.
This is the big challenge, but the most challenge it's like when you have against you 1,000 Shaheeds, but you have no more than 50 aircrafts and less the air defense system or ground groups. That's why we need more air defense system. I would like to say one more time, thank you, Americans, American government, European government who gave us this air defense system and this aircraft. Thank you so much.
So thank you so much to YellowTail, the Ukrainian Air Force, and Ukraine Aid Operations for making this interview possible. It's fascinating what these guys are having to go through. I can't imagine, running these operations day in and day out, all the challenges that entail, the danger of being up in the air in the middle of one of these drone or missile attacks. It's crazy what they're doing and what they're accomplishing. day in and day out. Again, if interested and able, the link to the ongoing fundraiser is in the description below, along with all of YellowTail's social media. Be sure to check him out and keep up with what he's doing day in and day out. But that's all we got for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.